Are you ready to unlock the secrets that make older women feel truly desired? If you've ever wondered what drives a woman wild beyond her younger years, you're in the right place. You see, attraction isn't just about looks or money, it's about how you make a woman feel in your presence. And when it comes to older women, it's not about the flashy gestures or the things you say, it's about the way you touch her heart, mind, and body in ways that leave her breathless. Let's be real. As we age, the dynamics of attraction shift. What once excited a woman in her 20s or 30s no longer holds the same power. Older women have lived, loved, lost, and learned. They've outgrown the superficial. They crave depth, connection, and a kind of intimacy that goes beyond the physical. They don't want just a man, they want an experience. And if you can master these 7 touch points, you won't just capture her attention. You'll leave her longing for more. The first touch point isn't even physical, it's emotional. A woman's deepest desire is to be understood, to feel like someone truly sees her for who she is, without judgment, in a world that often dismisses women as they age. The man who makes her feel heard and valued will awaken something deep within her. It's the way you listen when she speaks, the way you remember the little things she says, the way you look into her eyes and acknowledge her struggles and victories. This is where trust is built. And when a woman trusts you, she opens herself in ways that most men will never experience. But trust alone isn't enough. The second touch point is confidence. Not arrogance, not dominance, but true, grounded confidence. A woman, especially an older woman, wants to feel safe in your presence. She wants to know that you can handle life's ups and downs without crumbling. She wants to feel the strength of a man who doesn't seek validation but radiates assurance. When you walk into a room, do you bring calmness, certainty, and warmth? If you do, you've already sparked her intrigue. Then, there's the power of anticipation. This is the third touch point. Too many men rush things, eager to prove themselves. But the man who masters anticipation, who knows how to make a woman crave the next moment, is the one who truly captivates her. It's in the slow build of a conversation, the subtle touch on her lower back as you guide her through a door, the way your fingers brush against hers when handing her a drink. It's the teasing, the playfulness, the ability to create an air of mystery that makes her heart race. The fourth touch point is the unexpected. A woman who has lived through decades of predictable routines craves something that jolts her out of the ordinary. A spontaneous dance in the living room, an unplanned weekend getaway, an unexpected compliment about something she never expected you to notice. It's about keeping her on her toes, never letting the relationship become stale. Because the moment she stops feeling excited, she starts feeling indifferent. The fifth touch point is depth. A shallow man will never truly move an older woman. She needs more than surface-level attraction. She wants depth in conversation, depth in emotions, depth in your understanding of the world. She wants a man who has lived, who has opinions, who isn't afraid to be vulnerable. If you can talk about your past, your dreams, your fears, and your ambitions without hesitation, you'll draw her in like a magnet. Then comes the physical touch, but not just any touch, the kind that ignites something primal within her. The sixth touch point is knowing how to touch her in a way that feels intentional. It's not about grabbing or rushing. It's about the slow, deliberate touch on her arm when she laughs. The way your hand lingers on her lower back just a moment longer than necessary. The soft brush of your lips near her ear when you whisper something only she gets to hear. A woman wants to feel cherished, not conquered. She wants to melt into your presence, not feel like she's being possessed. And finally, the seventh and most powerful touch point, making her feel like the most desirable woman in the world. Here's the truth: older women often battle insecurities about aging. Society tells them they are past their prime, that their beauty is fading. But when a man looks at her with fire in his eyes, when he makes her feel sexy and wanted in a way that no younger woman could ever understand, that's when she truly surrenders to him. It's not just about telling her she's beautiful, it's about making her believe it with the way you look at her, the way you touch her, the way you show her that no woman of any age could ever replace the experience, wisdom, and sensuality she brings. The man who masters these 7 touch points doesn't just win a woman's affection, he unlocks a part of her that she may have forgotten existed. And that, my friend, is where the real magic happens. Are you wondering what really captivates an older woman? What makes her heart race, her soul ignite, and her emotions flourish? If you've ever felt like you're missing the key to truly understanding and exciting the woman in your life, you're not alone. Many men find themselves confused, thinking that attraction fades with time or that older women are less responsive to emotional and physical connection. But the truth is, with the right touch points, you can drive an older woman wild with passion, excitement, and deep emotional connection. The beauty of an older woman is her depth of life experience, her emotional intelligence, and her understanding of what she truly wants. She no longer plays games, and she won't waste time on superficial connections. What she craves is something real, something powerful, something that ignites both her mind and body. And the good news? You can be the man who gives her exactly that. Imagine being the man who makes her feel alive again, the one who touches her in ways that awaken emotions she thought were long forgotten, the man who makes her feel truly desired, deeply valued, and completely understood. That's what we're going to uncover today. 7 touch points, both physical and emotional, that will drive an older woman wild and help you create a connection so powerful she'll never forget you. Many men misunderstand what truly excites a woman as she matures. Society has fed us a lie, making us believe that youth equals passion and that as people grow older, they lose their fire. But nothing could be further from the truth. Older women are in their prime when it comes to emotional intelligence, sensuality, and self-awareness. They know what they want, and they know when they've found it. The problem: most men don't know how to tap into that desire. Think about it. How often have you assumed that physical touch alone is enough to ignite passion? How often have you relied on routine interactions, hoping that consistency would replace excitement? The truth is, passion isn't about age, it's about connection. And when you understand the right touch points, you unlock a world of intimacy that most men will never experience. The first thing you need to understand is that excitement and passion in older women don't just come from grand gestures or extravagant dates. It's in the details. The way you look at her when she speaks. The way you gently place your hand on the small of her back as you guide her through a doorway. The way you listen not just to her words, but to the emotions behind them. These are the things that make her heart race. One of the most powerful touch points is emotional validation. Older women have spent decades nurturing others' children, partners, careers, but who nurtures her? Who listens to her with the intent to understand, rather than to respond? When you become the man who truly sees her, who acknowledges her thoughts, fears, and dreams without dismissing them, you create a magnetic connection. This isn't about flattery. It's about making her feel heard, understood, and valued. Another critical touch point is confidence. Confidence is intoxicating. But let's be clear, confidence is not arrogance. It's not about showing off or dominating conversations. It's about being secure in yourself, in your attraction to her, in your ability to provide emotional and physical satisfaction. When you stand tall, maintain eye contact, and speak with certainty, She will feel drawn to you in ways she can't even explain. And then, there's physical touch, but not just any touch. The kind of touch that lingers. The touch that communicates desire, respect, and appreciation all at once. It's in the way you brush a strand of hair from her face. The way you let your fingers graze her wrist just a moment longer than necessary. The way you hold her gaze as your fingertips trace a soft line down her arm. These small, intentional touches build anticipation, creating an electric charge between you. A key touch point that many men overlook is intellectual stimulation. An older woman isn't impressed by surface-level conversations or rehearsed compliments. She craves depth. She wants to be challenged, engaged, and intellectually stimulated. She wants a man who can hold his own in a conversation, who has opinions and passions of his own. When you engage her mind, you engage her heart. And when you engage her heart, you unlock a passion that is both rare and unforgettable. But what happens when obstacles arise? When doubt creeps in, many men fear rejection. They hesitate, thinking they need to be perfect, to say the right thing, to make every move flawlessly. But the truth is, the biggest mistake you can make is not taking action at all. Confidence, connection, and passion come from authenticity, from showing up as your full self, from being willing to be vulnerable, to take risks, to invest in the connection without fear of failure. It challenges the common misconception that great relationships happen by chance, emphasizing that they are the result of conscious effort, emotional intelligence, and personal growth. Breaking down the message relationships are not accidental. The opening line sets the foundation by stating that successful, passionate, and memorable relationships don't just happen. This immediately dispels the myth that love is purely a matter of fate or luck. Instead, the message reinforces that relationships are built through deliberate actions and choices. Love, passion, and connection are cultivated, not stumbled upon. Taking the first step matters. The phrase, because someone was willing to take the first step, highlights the importance of initiative. Many people wait for the other person to make a move. But truly remarkable relationships begin when someone has the courage to act. The text implies that by taking responsibility for improving the relationship, one can create a deeper connection. The key actions: learn, listen, grow, experiment. Adapt. This sequence of actions is crucial in any evolving relationship. 1. Learn. Understanding a partner's emotions, desires, and needs is the foundation of a strong bond. Learning means paying attention to what makes her happy, what she values, and how she experiences love. 2. Listen. Active listening is essential. Many people hear their partner but fail to truly listen. A successful relationship requires full engagement, listening not only to words but also to emotions, body language, and unspoken needs. 3. Grow. Relationships thrive when both individuals continue to evolve. Growth means shedding old habits, improving communication, and becoming a better version of oneself. 4. Experiment. Keeping passion alive involves being open to new experiences and approaches. Experimenting in communication, date ideas, physical intimacy, and emotional expression keeps relationships exciting and fresh. 5. Adapt. Flexibility is key. What worked in the early days of a relationship might not be effective years later. Adapting to changing circumstances, emotions, and life phases ensures that love remains strong despite external challenges. Taking personal responsibility that someone can be you. This is an empowering statement, emphasizing personal responsibility in relationships. It suggests that anyone reading the message has the ability to create a meaningful and passionate connection if they take action. Instead of waiting for change to happen, the reader is encouraged to be the catalyst for transformation. Intentionality. In love, the text stresses that passion, depth, and excitement in relationships require intentionality. Without conscious effort, relationships can become routine and lose their spark. Being intentional means consistently putting in the effort to keep the connection strong, whether through small gestures, deep conversations, or emotional vulnerability. Understanding what moves her, this section acknowledges that every woman has unique emotional triggers, desires, and needs to create a deep connection. One must understand what truly moves her. It's not just about generic romantic gestures, but about knowing her on an intimate level, what makes her feel loved, what excites her, what makes her feel safe, and what she truly craves in a relationship. Courage to act on knowledge. Knowing what moves someone is not enough. Action is required. Many people understand their partner's needs, but hesitate to take steps to fulfill them, whether due to fear of vulnerability, rejection, or complacency. The text challenges the reader to be brave enough to act on what they've learned. Love requires effort, and those who are willing to take meaningful action create the strongest connections. Every woman wants to feel seen, desired, and deeply connected. This closing statement is universal and profound. It cuts through the complexities of relationships and gets to the core of what women truly seek. 1.to feel seen. Feeling truly understood and acknowledged by a partner is crucial. A woman wants to know that her thoughts, feelings, and presence matter. 2.to feel desired beyond emotional connection. Passion is essential. Desire reassures a woman that she is still attractive, cherished, and wanted by her partner. 3.to feel deeply connected. At the heart of every meaningful relationship is connection, one that goes beyond the surface and touches the soul. This deep connection creates lasting love. Final thoughts. This message is a call to action for anyone in a relationship or seeking one. It emphasizes that love, passion, and connection are not left to chance. They require effort, understanding, and bravery. By learning, listening, growing, experimenting, and adapting, one can create a love that is not just fulfilling, but truly unforgettable. So, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you take action? Will you step up, embrace these touch points, and transform your connection with the woman in your life? The choice is yours, and if you choose to step into this power, to embrace this level of connection, you'll unlock something truly extraordinary. You'll create a bond that transcends time, a passion that deepens with every moment, and a love that is both rare and unforgettable. And isn't that what we're all searching for?